Hi guys, and welcome back to another video, and welcome to the third day here at Goodwood Festival of Speed 2019. Now, despite this being the third day at the event, we still haven't covered even a quarter of this event. This place is absolutely massive, and there are so many cars to see that even by the end of it, I don't think we'll have even covered half of the event. So in order to see some more of the stuff, I think we're going to take a little walk up to the top of the hill climb today and head around some of the areas of the event that we haven't explored already. So this should be interesting to see some of the hidden gems around this event. There are so many cars here that I'm sure even after the full 4 days there will still be stuff that we've missed. It's always worthwhile coming up to the performance car park each day because every day a new incredible array of cars shows up. But amongst this amazing selection, both behind me and in front of me, this field goes on for ages. There is one car that really stands out for me. It is very cool to now see this Porsche 918 here in the performance car park. Yesterday it evaded us, but that was because we didn't come to the car park soon enough. There are some very, very cool cars sat here, but this for me is a personal highlight. I absolutely love the Porsche 918. This one number 331 out of 918. But one thing interesting to note is that this is a Y-Sack pack car, so it does have little fins on the side as well as the Y-Sack pack wheels instead of the normal penis-shaped wheels. But another interesting thing to note is all the acid green accents on this car. Of course, the 918 being renowned for all the acid green accents, so this on the calipers and the little badge at the back as well as on the side, and then on the seats as well, with all the stitching being in acid green. Personally, that's not my favourite touch. That's one of the things that lets down this car for me, but still very cool nonetheless. Full carbon wing, and then very interestingly, on this side the centre locks are red, whereas on the other side it's opted for blue. Now, another cool thing about this car is that it's wrapped in the Salzburg livery. Not many cars opted for this, but it looks absolutely amazing. Very race car-esque. I personally love it. Cool to see here as one of the first cars to see today in the performance car park. So not just one Porsche 918 here, but two. And thankfully this one is not Y-Sack pack, so I can show you what I mean about the wheels. If anyone was questioning what I was meaning, these are the wheels that I was on about. But anyway, it is so cool to see another one here. And this one as well, sat with the wing up. As I mentioned before, it's so much more aggressive with the wing up. Looks so much better. This completely transforms the look of the car. This is a very, very good looking car. But out of the Holy Trinity, which of the three is your favourite? So as I was saying, today we want to explore more of the event, so now we've decided to head up the hill climb to the top. We've actually never been here despite this being our third year at the event, so I'm interested to see what the view's like up there, but we've decided to walk. I've heard it's about a quarter of an hour walk, but in this heat today, it's about 25 degrees and there is no wind. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be dead by the end of this, but hopefully it's worth the trip. So we've made it to the top of the hill climb, and I must admit this is a very cool location. See the cars coming from the finish line and all the way around. So hopefully in a few minutes time there will be some amazing supercars coming up here. Now this is for the shootout, first shootout of Goodwood Festival of Speed for the supercars. This is timed runs to see how fast these cars go. The final shootout will be on the Sunday, so this is kind of like a warm-up one in preparation for that. So these cars should be flying up the hill today.
These GT4s are such good drivers, cars of previous generations. Just hitting you every to the phone inside, very light, very loud, over your shoulder. You've just got to be focusing on those first arms and the new road bike section as well. So Scott Maxwell for 488 Pista. Ferrari. Probably not. 3.9 metres twin turbo. James up a great DT factor, so almost that as well, according to a road car. What we've got from BMW champion here behind the wheel. Standing from a chassis perspective, so this is driven by a 2.3 litre Ford EcoBoost engine, turbocharged 400 horsepower.
as usual, it was so cool to see that supercar run. Up the top of the hill, that was definitely worthwhile going, despite it being a massive trek. So if you ever do come to Goodwood, I would recommend going up there. It was so cool to see some of those burnouts as well. That special edition Ferrari P80/C. Amazing car, absolutely amazing. To see that doing a burnout was so special. Before Goodwood, I didn't even know if that was a working model or not. So it is amazing to see that thing actually going up the hill and using that thing properly. But anyway, we're now down the bottom of the hill and exploring the trade stands. I really enjoyed doing some exploring today because look what we've stumbled across. As well as stumbling across some amazing cars earlier, we're now joined by a P1, an Enzo, and then a 675 LT there as well. This is incredible, but this is what's so crazy about Goodwood Festival of Speed. We've been here now, this is our third day, and we're still coming across some unbelievable cars. I really do like that P1 in Volcano Yellow as well as the Enzo in Rosso Corsa. But this is actually up for sale, 1.7 million. I personally think that that is a bargain. These things will be worth double that in just a few years' time. Have a look at this very cool lineup of cars celebrating some of the fastest cars at their time. So starting off with the Lamborghini Miura, then moving on to the Ferrari F40, then the incredible McLaren F1, and then Bugatti Veyron at the end, this one being a Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport Vitesse in full carbon and Tiffany blue. Now interestingly, it's taken me ages to see this car, yet I've now seen it twice in the space of about 3 weeks. So it's cool to see it again amongst some incredible cars sat outside the VIP area here at Goodwood Festival of Speed. I've been intentionally keeping this lineup from you guys because the daily vlogs here have been very Pagani orientated, but this is just incredible. Of course, Pagani having a massive presence this year at Goodwood Festival of Speed because they're celebrating 20 years, and here are 5 of the best Zondas in the world, starting off with chassis number 1. This car was unveiled again at Geneva Motor Show this year. This car completely rebuilt, as I think it was damaged a while back, but it looks amazing to see how timeless this design is. This car now 20 years old, and compare it to some of the newer cars, the HP Barchetta being the newest on the end, it still doesn't look old. Next to that, a Zonda F, very nice in the red with a contrast in black. Really cool design. And then we've got the Zonda Revolution, this being one of the most hardcore track focused variants of the Zonda. This car actually coming all the way from Tokyo, Japan, from Bingo Sports, I've just found out. It is so cool to now see this here in the UK, a car I never in my life expected to see. This is so cool. I do as well really like on the canards, you can see the tricolore Italian flag. Very cool little touch. Zondas have a lot of cool little touches hinting towards the Italian flag, as you can see on this Cinque, as you can see there on the wing mirrors. Now this Cinque actually isn't the one I featured in the last 2 daily vlogs. This is a different one, so I've now seen 2 out of the 5 Cinque Roadsters here at Goodwood Festival of Speed. I'm amazed. This is a car I never in my life expected to see, and now to see 2 here is just incredible. I think this one is chassis number 1 of 5. The one we saw before is number 3 of 5, so 2 completely different cars. There's another one in the Pagani Museum. This is a completely separate one, so don't get those 2 confused, despite these lineup of cars actually coming from the Pagani Museum in Italy. And then at the end, the HP Barchetta, an incredible car, Horacio Pagani's personal car. Now this was the most expensive new car in the world. I think it was about 12.5 million, which has recently been succeeded by the Bugatti La Faccia Noir. This is an amazing Zonda, completely convertible. As you can see there, your roof wouldn't even work on this car as the window line is actually lower than the headrests. Incredible looking car with some very unique touches, such as a cover on the rear wheel arch just there, and different wheels on each side. There's blue wheels on the side that you can see and silver on the other one. This is really the pinnacle of Pagani. This complete lineup is incredible. Out of all of these, which one is your favourite? I think for me, it's either this or this. But to be fair, everything on here is seriously impressive and very special. Right, so this is where I'm going to conclude today's video. It has been a much more relaxed day today. It's been a lot easier. The last 2 days have been so rushed around that today it was nice to have a little break. As we're heading back a little bit earlier today, as tomorrow is going to be a mad one. Stay until the end to see all the cars in the paddock with no one around them. Fingers crossed anyway. So make sure you definitely look out for that one because it's going to be another very good day. I really hope you enjoyed today's video anyway. It was nice to have a little look around and see some of the cars that we would have otherwise missed if we hadn't had a day of exploration, and also heading up to the top of the hill climb, the first time I've ever done that, and I definitely want to do it again next year because it was a very fun location to see all those cars doing some sort of drifts around that little corner. And as well, it was nice to get a different angle of some of the supercars heading up the hill climb. But anyway, I really hope that you guys have gone on to enjoy today's video. If you have, of course, please make sure that you smash it a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.